Hey collective, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Journey to Row. My name is Z. What is up, everybody? I am doing a quick intuitive message here for the collective, all signs included. We are in Pisces season. I hope all is well. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like the message and it resonates here, okay? Cool. All right, let's tap right into the energy and see what is going on, what's going down on the timeline here. Happy birthday to all of my Pisces. I hope you guys enjoy your season, your solar return, okay? So collective, I'm picking up on the name Chad, okay? There's something going on here. Okay, with a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Swords in the reverse. I'm picking up on a corrupt official here. This could be an officer here, okay, like an actual police officer, but definitely someone who is corrupt. They're coming up in the King of Swords in the reverse here. So I'm even getting that this person could be quite dangerous because of whatever title or position that they're in, or whatever title that they hold. This is someone who they misuse and abuse their power. Like they can care less about who's guilty and who's innocent here. I'm getting that this person was in a relationship here with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. And these two were like brainstorming with this creative intelligence here on how to set somebody up here. Okay. Again, we're talking about corrupt. King of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles were working together. This is someone who they were having an intimate connection with here. Okay. Some type of secret affair going on here. And they have been brainstorming. This could be past or current energy here on how to get somebody locked up. It has something to do with whoever they wanted locked up. It's about their abundance here. Okay. The cards came out just like this. Abundance, and I peeked and I seen defeat. Like they wanted someone behind bars so they could be sitting pretty here. Okay. So I'm going to tap into this energy and see what is going on. A perseverance came out twice. Okay. Again, someone was sitting back brainstorming on how they could use their power, their position here, their badge, their title to set somebody up here to take a fall here, to have to do some time, possibly some hard time, and they didn't give an F about it. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, this could be past energy because affinity is coming out in the reverse here. Okay. For sure, they were in bed with this Queen of Pentacles here. I don't know if they've fallen out here. Okay. Or with the affinity, this could just represent like they don't see eye to eye. And, intuitively here, I feel like these two never saw eye to eye. It was all about money. It was all about corruption. It was all about greed and cruelty here, right? But something's going on with this plan, okay? Things haven't played out how they would have liked them to here. Okay, so I feel like this is causing a divide here. So let's tap into the energy and see what's going on here. But, what's really scary is that perseverance came out here twice, okay? So, they were at this for quite some time, maybe some years. Somebody did not want to give up getting somebody locked up. And whoever they were coming for, this is not someone who has a sketchy past. This is not someone who has a sketchy present or future. So when we say set somebody up, again, you're talking about someone. This is why they were in the creative intelligence energy here, because it had to be good. It had to be believable. This would have required somebody to like plant evidence here. Okay. Like, when somebody is riding the fence with their lifestyle, or maybe even living a double life, or maybe like someone's clean, okay, as far as how they live their life, but they're around sketchy people. It kind of makes it easy for them to fall into some type of trap here. But whoever they were coming for, which is definitely somebody in the collective, again, with the King of Swords in reverse, any and everything they would have attempted to stick on someone would have been 101% corrupt and false. Okay, that's what's so scary about this situation here. It's about money. It's about money here. Okay, so I don't know, specifically what this money is about. And then when I ask, this is an empress, a feminine energy that they were coming through. Okay, this is what I got. Okay, this was definitely a sacrifice here. Um, they wanted to run off with the Nine of Pentacles and leave this divine feminine with one pentacle, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, Five of Swords, a deep betrayal. All right, and if this person was able to execute this plan, like I'm just getting the energy where someone would have been railroaded, someone would have been behind bars trying to figure out how, like what is going on, what happened. That's the energy that I'm getting, like, ooh, extremely corrupt. Like this is someone here that doesn't need to have a title or any power whatsoever. Okay, this person has no character. They're all about the money. And I feel like they're dangerous. I feel like they're really dangerous here. You could have had to use your intuition in this situation here, okay? Like this is someone who would have been okay with someone behind bars doing hard time. And again, I have to keep emphasizing whoever they were coming from, you may not even have a record, okay? But I feel like this is why this person was having to get so creative, on how they were going to execute this plot, this plan, this cruelty onto somebody's life, okay? It was all about the money, though. They didn't give a shit if somebody was sitting in jail rotting, an innocent person. Interesting. All right, so let's see what else Spirit wants to say about this situation here. Okay, I'm going to pull a few from the Gemstone Whispers decks, and then we'll tap back into the energy. Interesting. All right. Bad man. Okay, it doesn't have to be a man, but they're coming up in the King of Swords energy here, okay? When the King of Swords is in the reverse, they don't give a F about who gets hurt, who it affects. This divine feminine, they're coming out as an empress here. They don't give a shit about nobody. Children, they don't give a shit, okay? This person wanted to sit pretty, all right? Somebody wanted to live the high life here, and they were in bed with a Queen of Pentacles here. Like I said, I don't know if they've fallen out recently or they fell out in the past, okay? Like they would have had to do the most. They would have had to do the most, and they were willing to do the most in order to make something stick on an empress, okay? Jeesh. Yeah, victory and lust. I'm telling you, these two were in cahoots, okay? Like planning and pillow talking with the lust, okay? Something about this Queen of Pentacles riding somebody's stick, honey, okay? Till the cows came home. That's what Spirit was showing me. Maybe he liked the way she ride it. Expand connection here. Yeah, I feel like this is her thing. Secret. Yeah, this is supposed to be a secret here, okay? About the connection that they have with this corrupt officer or detective, whatever it is, all right? Or lawyer. Again, I'm definitely getting official. Expand connection. How she was expanding her connection behind the scenes here to plot on somebody's entire life. What direction they were going. Yeah, look at this justice, okay? They wanted to steer the direction of justice here, okay? Wow. So I don't know how these two, met, okay? I don't know if this person kind of scouted them out, okay? Let's get a couple more. The devil, okay? Look at this. Tell me what it is you plan to do with your one wild and precious life. So they were thinking about all the possibilities here, okay? Maybe when it comes to living a certain lifestyle off of somebody else's inheritance, property, whatever this is, it had to be a huge amount. Because, again, the perseverance card came out twice, okay? Like somebody was locked in and focused on how they can railroad the shit out somebody here, okay? Possibility. So I'm also getting, this is their conversation here, okay? Tell me what it is you plan to do with your one wild and precious life. I don't know if somebody sent someone towards you in the past or they wanted to, okay, to get some information here, okay? Because again, we're picking up on a feminine energy that's clean. You may not even go out a lot. You may not drink a lot, okay? Like they would have had to push past your boundary to really set you up, okay? Mm-hmm. And they were willing to do that. They were thinking about brainstorming and shit. Ooh, child. All right, let's see what else, where they want me to go with this, okay? Do this and then we'll go back to the tarot. These two, honey, these two. Okay. Someone wanted to get you alone. Maybe the step one was to isolate you here, okay? Yeah, so they could come in with a small offering. Maybe they wanted to get you on some type of partnership or agreement as well. Okay, maybe they were planning to set you up through some type of paperwork here. Okay, yeah, and they had a deadline to get this done. Okay, again, maybe they wanted to get you in some commitment because I'm also getting ultimatum with this deadline or leave you for dead. Okay. Whew. Wicked, honey. Rid the earth. Okay. They were focused. They were locked in here. Okay. So escape. So gossip here. Okay. So I don't know if they were trying to use a friend. Okay. Somebody who knew you. Because I'm getting what the possibilities. Tell me what it is you plan to do. Someone was trying to get information. Maybe about like your sixth house, your routines. Maybe this is what they were doing behind the scenes here. Okay. Your ins, your outs, your whereabouts, your affiliations, your associates. That, that's the energy that I'm getting. Okay. There could be a lot of gossip going on here. Somebody may already be trying to escape this situation here. Doubts weigh heavy and the leap forward seems too far, crushed by the burdens of reality, seeking solace in the thought of vanishing here. Interesting. Okay. Condemnation. Yeah. Wow. There's that ultimatum here. Unfounded allegations damage reputations and trust. So isolation. Okay. This is almost giving me the energy of like prerequisites here, okay? Leading up to sticking you with some BS here. Isolation was one. And then this gossip. They wanted to like almost create a scandal, basically. Unfounded allegations, damage reputations and trust. When they get to investigating a situation, they get to asking around. Okay, especially if we're talking about a detective, your friends, your family, people will spread gossip so wide and so far to when they're asked about you, they will repeat, oh, well, I heard. And, you'll have a decent detective and it's like, what? I want to know what, your witness was, your eyewitness. What do you know about this person's character or to be fact? But again, we're dealing with corruption. So they just needed just enough. Okay. So I'm getting that was another tactic as well. Okay. But they were definitely trying to get information. Okay. Yeah. Evaluation criteria, taking notes. People could have been going around, not people, but this could have been an investigation. They were going around asking questions here. Okay. I'm also getting they wanted to take or they took several statements in black and white, like trying to stack a case against somebody here. Okay. Unfounded allegations. Okay. So they spread gossip. They get a false narrative out there about you. And then when they come back around, somebody has their notepad. They're taking notes. They're taking statements. But the gossip is what's really being repeated, echoed here. Okay. So what's at the bottom of the deck? Exploitation here. Yeah. Somebody wanted you like in a stronghold here. Okay. Interesting. Warning. Firing a warning shot as a sign of authority and control. Skips necessary steps to gain an advantage. For some of you guys, you could have had an ex. Like this person was out of control. I don't know if this they had some ties to the system here, but I'm getting someone that was trying to intimidate you with the warning. Okay? Interesting. Let me open the door for Sage. Somebody could be crying about this situation, honey. Okay? Somebody wanted in. Help. Okay? Across distances. Peeping. Interesting. Okay, and then reaching out first. Hold on. What's the matter? You locked out, girl? It's not time for you to eat yet. Okay, so reaching out first, it fell to the floor, okay? This can have a lot to do with isolation here, all right? Take the first step in reaching out and establishing dialogue, okay? Initiate conversations that lead, yeah, I'm getting isolation. It fell to the floor. Across distances. Somebody was spreading gossip like they wanted it to go, I'm hearing a mile long run. Like somebody wanted this gossip to go with the distance here, okay? That's what I'm getting. The miles may seem vast, but the connection transcends space. Like they wanted the gossip to transcend space and time and damn near trump who you are. Okay? Wow. So I feel like somebody wanted you in a vulnerable position with the help. Okay? And there were other people around that knew what was going on here because they were watching. There could be a lot that was going on with neighbors. Maybe somebody questioned neighbors in the past here. Okay? Yeah, somebody could have been even paid behind the scenes here. Wow. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. Yeah, you're right about that, okay? So gossip and across distances here. Like wanting gossip to follow you here. Because the help comes out and then the reaching out falls to the floor. Okay, like when you need help, there will be no refuge. There will be no rescue here. Okay, somebody didn't want you to have somebody to call behind bars. All right, because they have spreaded this vicious gossip here as if, you deserve whatever's happening to you here. Okay. And I've gotten that tactic before where people will spread a vicious gossip here, a false narrative about you. So it's repeated. Okay? It's repeated. And instead of people speaking about who you really are, instead of them speaking about the interactions, the relations that they have had with you in the past based on facts, they repeat the gossip. Okay? Help. Interesting. Oh, wait. I know that's not good. Oh, this backfired here. Yeah, trying to puppeteer people because secret weapon is in the reverse. Not supposed to be, but it is. This backfired. This was supposed to be a secret weapon here. They could have been paying people behind the scenes. Somebody could have been paying neighbors. There was gang stalking going on as well, okay? In somebody's neighborhood or, with people close to whoever you are. There was gang stalking going on. You got secret here. You got secret there, okay? Yeah, loneliness is in the reverse. What does it say? It says, I need to take control of my life, and this journey is the first step. I'm not ready to commit to anything else until I find myself. So they were basically trying to take control over somebody else's life, okay? Also, the isolation tactic, I almost want to say failed, also heard faltered, but backfired here, okay? So, maybe they did destroy relationships or whatever, okay? Or maybe they were successful controlling the narrative at some point in time. But when it came to you being vulnerable, it wasn't in a situation where you felt bad about yourself. That's where the ascension comes in at. You had the secret weapon here because, again, we're on a tarot channel here. So someone didn't realize that the work. They didn't recognize or realize the work that you had done on yourself. Okay. Like if the same tactics were applied to their life and their moves, yeah, they will be in a position here where they feel like they need to depend on man, okay? Or they would be more willing to submit, okay? Interesting. Loneliness in the reverse. I need to take control of my life, and this journey is the first step. I'm not ready to commit to anything else until I find myself. Bam. I had to read it again. That's it right there. So someone didn't realize your mind frame when they put this plan in motion here, okay? Because I feel like it was supposed to break you down psychologically here, okay? So by the time they come up with some form of entrapment, you will already be broken mentally, okay? Child, like somebody was waiting for this, you to be like just losing your shit, okay? They at least they wanted you, playing the damsel in distress. At the very least, like somebody probably sitting back looking at you like, what the hell do you think you are? Okay. Oh, these people are wicked. Wicked. Okay. Yeah, courtship, sudden wealth. As soon as I split the damn deck. Courtship, sudden wealth. These two knuckleheads here. All right. These two devils came together for this sudden wealth. And you couldn't tell this Queen of Pentacles energy anything, honey. Something just wanted to come out. Anything. When she had a connection here with this corrupt official here, you couldn't tell her anything. All right? Not a damn thing. Okay, main male. Now there's a main male that's in despair. Oh, my. Not again. Something's going on back to back. It could be towers back to back here, okay? Yeah, over this gamble. I feel like they've done this to people before, okay? Or if not, they were just overconfident because with the despair and this gamble, like somebody's asking themselves, what have I gotten myself into? They could be questioning why they put this plan in motion here, all right? So the main male with the main character, which would be this corrupt official, they're in despair over this gamble, this risk that they took, okay? Somebody has already made moves that are like traceable towards you, okay? Yeah, and something is stuck on there, okay? And the anchor, they wanted to stick something to you. They wanted to anchor you down, okay? This tactic was supposed to weigh you down, okay? For sudden wealth. Child, please. You know how much karma? Like somebody has screwed their kids and their grandkids with even thinking about this type of plan. But when you're dealing with devils, don't give a shit about their kids and their grandkids. Don't give a shit. Seriously. Yeah, what's going on? A lot's going on with time. Somebody already has bad health. Somebody was waiting for you to fall sick. Okay, I'm getting several messages here. Somebody could have been waiting for you to fall sick here, okay? Maybe they gave up on trying to get you locked up here and, okay. Yeah, maybe they gave up on trying to, get you locked up at some point in time here because with the perseverance coming out twice, they didn't give up on shit, okay? And maybe they were waiting for your demise. Somebody also had somebody at the bedside that they cannot trust. They cannot trust. They were waiting for you to take a stairway to heaven, okay? So they could reap the benefits. Yeah, look at this. With the wishing well, somebody wanted you out the way. So it makes me feel like a Queen of Pentacles, a corrupt official, and a family member or an ex. Because there was somebody else that was close to you. Because this Queen of Pentacles feels like a third party. Now, if you're a masculine, this could be a feminine energy here. Queen of Pentacles also could be a corrupt matriarch figure, a mother figure here, okay? I don't like the mask. Okay, 44 could be significant. I don't like the mask with the bad habits here, okay? This is like corrupt, a corrupt nurse, a corrupt doctor here, okay? These are a bunch of smiling faces, wish you well ass faces here while you're in your sick bed or deathbed, okay? Low-key looking at their watch because, they're salivating. They're salivating here. Wow. So let's see what's going on. Possibilities. So that was another possibility, is what they were saying. Okay. This person could have been tracking you as well. The devil, of course, if this is an officer, all right, this person was tracking you, your whereabouts. Mm-hmm. 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 Interesting. Somebody could have gotten, I want to say, a warrant or a subpoena. Okay. Somebody could have been working with a judge. Somebody got some type of clearance, maybe to make it legal to hack you or to open up an investigation. Like they did something, so they got some legal clearance, even though the way they went about it was corrupt. It was unjust. It was unethical here. On a surface level, they wanted at least something to be legal when it came to watching you, maybe like going through your shit, hacking your phone, something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got some type of clearance to track your whereabouts, is what I'm getting. All right. Okay, bridges in the reverse here. Uh-huh. Damn. Somebody wanted to cut you off on every corner, huh? Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. They didn't want someone coming to tell you a truth or a secret, okay? Because I feel like whoever you are, you had a target on your head, and it was definitely a money bag here, okay? Um, the gossip was to burn bridges, okay? Which means it was nasty, it was vicious, okay? You know, these are like, this is a textbook. I'm getting textbook gang stalking tactics here. Okay, I've said it before. It's even on YouTube here. It's everywhere. When someone really wants to isolate you, the rumors will always be about children, things having to do with like abuse, sexual abuse, your sex history. Okay, there will always be surrounding shit like that. That's what I'm getting, because someone here didn't need can I say, an old friend, a family member, coming to you, letting you in on the tea, okay, telling you a truth. There was something here about a secret that they did not want to get round to you. August 18th could be significant here, okay? Mm-hmm. Gossip. There was gossip intentionally put out for people to burn bridges with you. That's what I'm getting, okay? Uh-huh. Yeah, look at this. Oh, wow. Okay, so something came from a courthouse that you never got. Yeah. Something came from a courthouse that you never got here, right? Because it fell on reaching out first in the reverse here. Uh-huh. Something happened in the past and you didn't get a notification here. Okay. Interesting. But see, the Wheel of Fortune is at the top of the deck here. These people are not in control. Jish. They're not in control. And thank God for that, because you might not be here. Somebody could be nervous. Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm gonna get one more spread, you guys. Okay. And I will give an update on this situation as it unfolds. Wicked bastards. All right. That's not the card, is it? All right. Okay. All right, I'll get, they want me to finish off with tarot. All right. Somebody wanted to weigh you down here so you wouldn't have many moves, you wouldn't have wiggle room, and you damn sure wouldn't have support, okay? No one to call. No one to call. Look at this. Somebody F with your mail. Somebody F with your mail. Unread isn't mystery, it's indifference here, okay? Stop excusing his silence. Somebody mess with your mail, okay? And I've said it before, people know right from wrong, especially, people who have certain positions here. But if they feel like you're a bad person, you know, they're less likely to care. Okay? They're less likely to care. It's like when you're in the medical field, regardless of the patient, you still have an oath. Okay? You still have a standard to uphold. Okay? Like there's been times where, I'm given a class service here, and then I find out months later, even a year later, oh, so and so was a blank blank. He blank his niece. I'm like, what? Like that's the energy, okay? But you're dealing with people here. They have a lack of integrity here, okay? And if you knew that you were taking care of you wouldn't have gave that type of service. You wouldn't have been at your best. But again, that's the job. Confirmation. That's the job though. So I feel like, because there's something here about the gossip, and I'm hearing unethical practices here, okay? And there's definitely a break in communication, a chain of communication here. I'm also hearing chain of command, okay? This was done to isolate you here. So you got reaching out in reverse. You got adjudication here. And, whoever was responsible for making sure you got the notice about court here, they were told to, let it fall by the wayside, basically, is what I'm getting. Okay? Because you were this monster. Look, it says stop. Stop anxiety. That wasn't intuition. That was anxiety in a cape. Self-awareness and perception. Stop cosplaying fear as guidance here, okay? Somebody could have been fear-mongering surrounding you, all right? Like whatever narrative they were spreading, whatever gossip they were spreading, it was, easy to betray you, basically, is how people saw it, okay? In a nutshell. Discipline, reset, and action. Stop mistaking chaos for chemistry. That's not a twin flame. That's a fire. Obsession, illusion, and danger here, okay? So somebody made you out to be dangerous. We already saw the fear card, okay? Again, fear-mongering, okay? Illusion. Wow. Discipline, reset, and action here. I feel like you were in this energy, and this is what they projected, okay? Spiritual hygiene here, discipline, reset, action. Somebody projected the exact opposite of who you are. There was this is weird. There was someone in this debauchery, I think that's the word that I'm looking for, that felt some type of way about you. They could have been crushing on you here, okay? It's weird. But I feel like they got lost in the sauce as well. Yeah. Wow. Let's close it out with some tarot, because I'm pretty much done. Let's close it out with tarot. Where's my cards at? Like, that's weird. Somebody here, and then whoever this is, like somebody had a crush on someone here, but it's like somebody rushed in to kill that, okay? I don't know if this is someone who has some type of authority as well. All of a sudden it's like I'm fumbling over my words, okay? Yeah, look at this, child. Rejection, blunt truth, and clarity. They did not want you getting any clarity here, okay? Stop excusing his silence. Yeah. Someone didn't want you to have a bridge over troubled waters. The troubled waters that they were orchestrating behind the scenes here, okay? Again, and now you got this main male that's in despair, okay? Yeah, awaken in honesty here. Somebody could work for the post office. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody had connections there as well. Okay, self-centered. Yeah, this devil. I mean, to say the very least. Newsflash, the world doesn't revolve around you, and you are not the center of anyone's universe. The sooner you get a grasp on this, the better off you'll be. This is the corrupt officer or whatever, okay? I just feel like whoever this is, they've been a prick since they've been a fucking child, okay? Because somebody's wicked, somebody's evil. I mean, there's no and ifs, buts about it. This person here was trying to come up with some way to put somebody behind bars, and I'm not getting just jail time. Because again, somebody wanted to sit pretty, and they didn't want to have to look over their back, okay? Look over their shoulder. Delay. This person could be trying to delay justice right now or delay their karma. The delay is never a denial, or sometimes it's just not the right time. This also could speak to, again, whatever they were trying to stop you from getting, okay? And you know, it's crazy when you have so many people involved with trying to come after your inheritance. That's why I said, like, that you have no idea. Like, your great-great-grandchildren can fuck around and starve. This is not a game. This is not a game. And then people get involved, and then all of a sudden they got this entitlement. It's like, bitch, how? You're not even related to this person. Like, the greed is something else, honey. Happiness here, okay? So they took a risk, is what Spirit says. They took a gamble for their own happiness here, okay? Solitude. Interesting. Take time to be alone. Tune out the noise and chaos of the world and tune into your inner peace here, okay? This is what they're thinking about as they're in despair about this gamble, okay? And it's more confirmation. They felt like if they can get you in solitude, solitary confinement, then, you know, they would be successful, being happy, okay? But, you know, in a way, they did isolate you, but that's when you awakened here, okay? The divine was in control of this situation. How many people has this person put behind bars? This is the type of person, when they get caught up with this corruption, they're going to have to go over every effing case with this person that this person even breathed on here. Okay? I cannot. Okay? Flexibility and challenge. You are able to stay flexible. Okay? In regards to the challenges that this person was bringing to your doorstep or attempting, like the storms here, okay? Sometimes it's just best to go with the flow. Everything in life is not always going to go your way. Bend but don't break. I'm telling you. Yeah. And I feel like that was a monkey wrench here. Because again, you know, the breakdown was supposed to happen on a psychological front first, okay? Like, you were supposed to be somewhere screaming for help. And then the devil was going to come in as if they were assisting you. Next thing you know, you would have been behind bars. All right. Let's spread. Fuck up out of here. Before I go slap and cough. I cannot. Strength. Yeah, no mud, no lotus. Look at Spirit. Yeah, they know I'm done. No mud, no lotus. Okay. They were never going to be successful with this mess. All right. With this. And they will pay for this here. This Queen of Pentacles here. King of Swords in the reverse. Child, please. Like, this is someone here, if they weren't able to get you behind bars, they was going to try to take you out. These are people who only care about their soul. This lifetime, I'm sorry, they only care about their life or their existence this lifetime here, okay? They don't have any, what can I say? They don't have any comprehension of, like, their soul's journey, okay, beyond this realm. And they don't care. They don't care, okay? All right, collective, that has been a reading. Thanks for watching my channel, Journey Tarot. Bye.